Hey, fellow design enthusiasts. It's a new year, and what better way to show the New Year spirit than with some trendy interior designs for your home? Have you got some ideas already? Let's see if we cover them in today's video, going through what I believe is going to be hot this year, yet able to live on and provide value. And this wouldn't be a Scandy design channel without a Scandy trend. So keep an eye out for that at the end. First pick is scentscaping, a hot new trend that only keeps getting bigger in the world of interior design. It's a really simple design technique in that, as the name suggests, it leverages the power of smell. Have you ever taken a whiff of some perfume you used to use and gotten hit by memories from that time? Or maybe you walked into the spa and the faint scents of mint and sandalwood instantly put you at ease. That's the power of smell at work and the core essence of scentscaping. It's a new interior design trend that uses scents and fragrances to set the vibes of the environment. Not much more to it than a little scent here and there in your living space, but done right. It can take the place from a 1 to a 10 in terms of well-being and comfort. There are a lot of ways to scentscape depending on the environment. You can experiment with candles, diffusers, sprays, and even fresh flowers to find out what works for you. Lastly, this is mostly an intuitive thing, but it's important to make sure the scents you use match the vibe of the environment. As an example, relaxing scents like vanilla and lavender are more appropriate for the bedroom, while earthy, wooden scents would probably be better for the living room. Picking the right scents might be a little tricky at first, but it's totally worth the time and effort, all in all. Make sure the scents you use match your personal style and the mood you want to give off. So next on the list is curvilinear furniture. This trend is popping right now. The interior design community can't get enough of it, and you've probably been seeing it everywhere. Homeowners love it for the unique oomph and personality it adds to their interiors, and interior design experts love it for its versatility. If you've been wondering about whether you should adopt curvilinear furniture into your interior decor, here is why you should. It's perfect for breaking up monotony in your indoor space, making it more chill and inviting. It also works great as a focal point in smaller rooms. And for practical purposes, curvilinear furniture is much safer than the alternative. Plus, curved and rounded furniture is just way better for when you want to unwind. If you're looking to create an inviting, relaxed environment that works in a lot of settings, it is the perfect shortcut. Doesn't matter if you're trying to make your office space a more casual look, spice up the aesthetics of your living room, or make your bedroom a little nicer to sleep in. If you want some curvilinear furniture in your life this year, here are some things to pay attention to. You need to go big. Bold, unique curvilinear furniture is what you're looking for, especially if you want your space to stand out. Go for furniture that matches your styles and makes your home pop with personality. Experiment with putting it in corners to make the best use of space. Mix it up a little bit while you're at it. Pair your curvilinear furniture with some straight-edged regular ones to add some balance to it. Next on the list is textured fabric. If scentscaping was leveraging the power of smell, textured fabric is doing so with the power of texture. Fabric textures are of two kinds: visual texture, which refers to how it looks, and tactile texture, which refers to how it feels. Texture is crucial to how people experience fabric. It's almost like a language in which each texture communicates its own unique vibe. The rougher textures like denim give off a more casual, rugged feel, while the smoother textures like silk and satin project wealth and opulence. The key to pulling off textured fabrics in your indoor space is balance. Knowing how to balance the rougher textures with softer ones is very important, considering that you're working with colors, patterns, and textures. It might be challenging at first, but it's not rocket science. For visual balance, matching smoother textures with rougher ones makes each of them stand out more, which reflects on your living space. Just make sure to throw some subtle textures into the mix to smoothen the transition and add some harmony too. For tactile balance, make sure to layer multiple textures into your interior decor. To add some depth to the texture, you could play around with some embroidery or beading on top of the fabric. For a dramatic, opulent feel in your interior designs, try making sure you pick textures with a lot of contrast. There's a lot of stuff you could do with this trend. Now we're moving on to trend number 4, which is the checkerboard pattern. Now you're probably wondering why it's even on this list. It's not a new trend, quite the opposite. It's literally one of the oldest out there. A trusted classic among interior designers. Well, What's new about this trend is that designers are now trying the pattern with everything, from paint to textiles to wallpaper. For a while, the classic black and white grid faced a huge fall in popularity as more people grew to prefer more solid, plain flooring. But now it's back in fashion. Why? Some interior design experts believe it's just part of the wave of nostalgia that's been sweeping everything in recent years. If you're looking for something simple to execute but visually appealing, you should consider checkerboard patterns. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, pulling it off will be a piece of cake. Just make sure to use high contrasting colors to create your motif so everything looks appealing. Also, if you're going to use the checkerboard pattern on more than just flooring, for example, if you want to try it on walls and wallpapers, color consistency is key. Basically, if you use a particular color combo as the motif for one part of your interiors, try to either stick to it or use a similar one if you're going to do it for others. The next trend we think you should look out for is blended storage. This is more of a functional design trend than an aesthetic one. Space management is an important issue in every home. I think every viewer can agree with that. If this isn't sorted out properly, you end up with a cluttered living space. This is why proper storage is important. Here are some tips for effective blended design. You could use the niches and the nooks and crannies in your home as blended storage space. You could maximize space by putting your bookshelf in a ward. It's more space efficient to design your wardrobe to be as high as it can get, so why not try that? To further maximize space, especially in the kitchen area, you could use suspended wooden shelves. Multi-purpose furniture is gaining steam as a part of this trend too. Center tables with inbuilt drawers are particularly popular right now. The thing to keep in mind with blended furniture is that you can't use a one-size-fits-all approach. It has to cater specifically to your needs and directly solve your space management needs in your living space. Trend number 6 is personalized and handcrafted decor. Interior design at the end of the day is all about expressing your individual style in a visually appealing way, because it's more about doing your own thing than introducing any specific style. It's more accurate to call it an anti-trend. Either way, it's going to be big this year. Personalized and handcrafted decor is all about designing a living space that is as true to you as possible. You could say tailor-made. One way you could do this is with custom furniture. What your home needs to spice it up might just be a handcrafted center table with centuries of cultural heritage. You could try out unconventional colors and experiment with flooring materials. At the end of the day, what matters is how well it fits your style. And last but not least, and a little biased as I'm living in Copenhagen, I have a Scandi decor trend for you. Hygge. Hygge is more than an interior design style. It's a way of life, a state of mind. It's a really minimalist design style, and its whole deal is comfort and coziness. Less is more with Hygge, and anything in your interior design that is getting in the way of your comfort needs to go. Needless to say, this particular trend is best suited for the home. Hygge focuses on closeness to nature and subtlety, so a key feature of the design style is warm, earthy tones like soft brown, beige, and azure. To Hygge up your room, all you need to do is make a few touches. Start by introducing a lot of textured cushions and throw pillows and blankets into the mix. The goal is comfort. Use natural materials like wood and ceramics to accessorize your home. Introduce plants in your living space. The goal is comfort. If you need a living space that you and your loved ones can relax in after a stressful day, Hygge would be a great choice. And that's the video. Which design trend was your favorite? Which one would you try out? Do you think any other trends would be big this year, or what ideas did you have in mind? Sound off in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. All that stuff means the world. And until the next video, goodbye.